This is the Scholarlynk news for 7th December 2020. The Singapore Food Agency has deemed one chicken product made by culturing animal cells safe for consumption, making it the first in the world. The cultured chicken bites will be manufactured in Singapore by Californian startup Eat Just. It is hoped that the product will soon be made available in restaurants. It is expected that the cultured chicken will initially cost as much as premium chicken, but that this price will fall as production increases. The chief executive of Eat Just is aiming to reduce the price to below that of regular chicken. The chicken bites also have the potential to be halal certified. The cultured chicken was evaluated on factors such as the manufacturing process, toxicity of ingredients, and whether the final product meets standards in food regulation. One of the selling points of cultured meat, that it has a lower carbon footprint, still needs more studies to be determined. Think about it. Would you be willing to try artificial meat? Some feel that it is no different from consuming synthetically produced food flavorings and colorings. South Korea was put to the test as 493,000 students took the annual college entrance exam last week. The 8-hour exam is taking place amidst a 2-week surge in COVID 19 infections, including some at cram schools. These exams are so important that banks, stock markets, and public offices will open an hour later to ensure that there is smooth traffic in the morning for students heading to take the exams. Among the students for this year are 37 COVID 19 patients in hospital and 430 in quarantine who will travel by private car or ambulance to special test centers. In addition, strict protocols are in place at over 1,300 test sites, including fever checks, social distancing, desks with plastic dividers, and wearing of masks. Students who turn up with symptoms will move to an isolation room to take the exams. Think about it. What disruptions did you experience in school this year? How differently were your exams carried out? Do you think your learning was affected? From its efforts over the last 40 years, China has finally been able to announce that it has removed all remaining impoverished counties from its poverty list. This is the first time in the country's history that it is free from absolute poverty. As recently as 1978, 80% of the country was in extreme poverty. Over the past 40 years of reform and opening of their economy, more than 700 million people were lifted out of poverty. This accounts for more than 70% of the global efforts to reduce poverty. This has effects beyond China's borders as it helps regional development and global growth. Some of the major factors in contributing to China's success were the development of its transportation and communication infrastructure, which provided farmers better access to markets. China's experience is considered a good example to other developing countries. Think about it. Do you think China's unique system of government was a help or a hindrance in eliminating poverty from the country? Do you agree that good infrastructure is necessary to eliminate poverty? Britain last week became the first Western country to approve a COVID 19 vaccine after its independent medicines regulator gave approval to the BioNTech Pfizer drug. Though approval was given quickly, they insisted that safety had come first. The first round of vaccinations will be for 800,000 doses, and priority will be given to medical staff and people in elderly care homes. Britain has suffered 59,000 deaths from 1.6 million infections, which remains the deadliest in Europe. BioNTech Pfizer are expecting further decisions from other countries in the coming weeks. Other companies offering vaccines are Moderna and AstraZeneca Oxford University, the latter being the vaccine of choice for poorer countries as it is being offered at cost price and can be stored in regular refrigerators. Think about it. There are some countries, such as the USA, which feel Britain had rushed their approval for the vaccine. What are the dangers of approving a new kind of vaccine too quickly? Is there any way to reduce the risks, if any? A study has found that COVID 19 was likely present in countries such as the US, Italy, and France earlier than previously thought. Scientists at the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found infections in blood donations collected in the US as early as mid December. Other scientific papers also suggested that the virus emerged in Italy before it was officially identified in China. China has been in constant contact with the World Health Organization to trace the source of the novel coronavirus. While China reported cases of COVID 19 infection on December 27, there was evidence of infected blood donations collected from several US states as early as December 13. In Italy, researchers are providing evidence that the virus may have been circulating in the country since September 29. The World Health Organization is trying its best to find the origin of the virus so as to prevent future outbreaks. It cautioned countries against making it a political matter. Think about it. At present, many countries and people believe the coronavirus originated from China. Do you think anything will change if it is found that the virus originated from another country? This brings us to the end of today's edition of the Scholarlynk News. Please subscribe to be notified of new videos, and as always, goodbye and have a wonderful rest of the day.